In this video, we are going to go over how to solve a literal equation that involves factoring. Oh boy. So this is a bit more of a challenge and not often taught in a lot of Algebra 1 classes, especially early on. But in case it is, or in case you want to dive a little deeper, here it is. The good stuff. 3t minus b times x equals x plus 7. And then the question is, what are we solving for? Well, we are going to solve for x. And that makes this one a little bit difficult. So my advice to you, as in other literal equations, not little equations, is to get the variable on one side, all the variables together on one side that you're looking for. So we're looking for x, so we need all the x terms to one side. I'm going to bring minus bx to the right side so that this sign becomes positive since this one is already positive. Just a thought. That's going to then lead me to move the 7 over here because it does not have an x adjoining it, and leave the 3t here. So that's my overall plan. Let's execute it. So let's bring the 7 over. I'll subtract 7 from both sides. 7 has no common term to combine with, so we're left with 3t minus 7 minus bx, just copying everything, is equal to x. As I said, we want to solve for x, so I'm going to get all the x terms to one side. I'm going to add bx to undo minus bx. So I add bx to both sides. And that leaves us with 3t minus 7 on the left. These cancel and go to 0, which is what we wanted. And that's equal to x plus bx. Okay, now here's the issue. Normally we can just isolate the x value, but in this case we can't because we have two terms with x in it. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to factor out or undo the distribution that's happening here to solve. And this is the challenge. You look at this side of the equation as if x has been distributed to two terms. So x, to get to this, has been multiplied by 1, x times 1, plus b. It's undoing distribution. And if you check it, x times 1 is x, plus x times b is bx. That's all. And then you have 3t minus 7 on the left side. Remember, we're solving for x. So think of this as, and I'll kind of put this over here, as x times 3, or x times any number. How do you undo x times a number? You divide both sides by that number. So this is x times a number. We're going to divide both sides by that number. That number just happens to be 1 plus b. And you can leave it in parentheses or not. It doesn't matter. It's grouped by that division sign. And so you get that x is equal to 3t minus 7 over 1 plus b. Some people might write that as b plus 1. I recognize that's a challenging problem, and a lot of Algebra 1 classes, like I said, won't have that in it, but some will. And if you have it in it or you want that extra challenge, you got it. See you next time.